Hi, my name is Christopher Lynn, and I'm going to be discussing my doctoral study project, online learning and its effects on student completion rates. I've been in this industry for over 13 years, post-secondary education as a vice president of operations, and I have found that the more we have shifted to online, the more opportunistic we have found in our student outcomes, whether it be higher attrition rates, lower completion rates, or even quality of work, which has caused lower pass rates in subsequent courses. The need here is that, when attrition is higher and student completion rates lower, you're at risk of, not making your accreditation standard completion rates. And at the end of the day, population declines and schools' profitability suffers. Some of the empirical evidence that we have supporting this is just the feedback from the students themselves, whether it be in the end of term surveys where they talk about this, they're struggling with the platform, the self-management that's required to be time bound and make sure that they hit their deadlines. The reduced quality of work based upon those rushed deadlines is causing them to not retain the information at a level that's going to help them be successful in future classes. Some of the questions that we have to ask, is, what are the key derailers for students as they transition? And asking them at the beginning of every course, how can we support you in this upcoming course? And then asking at the end, how did we do in that support, and what could we have done better to help you become more successful in the future? Getting that information, operationalizing processes to help reduce those gaps in future classes is going to help. Reaching out to students proactively. When you see a student hasn't enrolled in class or logged in and done an assignment, and it's been 7, 8, 9 days, reaching out to that student to make sure that they're okay is going to be a help. When you're in class in an on-ground school, you know that they're sitting in the chair or not. Online, this is going to be something we have to be more proactive with to figure out exactly if there's an issue before the issue becomes a drop. The other question is, are faculty members equipped? And faculty members are just like students. This is something that they're not used to either. I mean, they've been teaching on ground for so many years, and then they go to online. They don't necessarily know how to transition into an engaged, more present fashion in an online platform. So taking instructors that are very successful online and helping them celebrate best practices to those that are not is going to help in actually reducing that learning gap. Some of the literature review topics that we need to look at, is student reduced outcomes in an online environment, retention of information taught, time management, which is a basic skill that I think would be very helpful. How to manage online learning during a national or global crisis. These students are also impacted by COVID, some of them family members or themselves even, and how to navigate what's responsible as a student while still being responsible to themselves personally. How to reduce the communication void between instructor and student. A student has a question in class in a building, an instructor gives a response right then and there. How to make sure that instructors are time bound and present in being able to support those students is very key. And at the same time, how to maintain all compliance and accreditation standards in the new model to make sure that the school is doing what it needs to do to be successful. Some theories there. Look at business theories of relevance. Cognitism in an online platform will allow for students to be familiar with an increased level of engagement in class. Social learning theory is a way to get peers together to almost make it feel like they're on class, but in an online environment. Having instructors using multiple intelligence theory, to be able to assess one student's learning and skill set versus another to help keep everybody at a good pace through the course. Flow theory, focusing on challenges and limitations that online learning may have for these students. So these are some of the theories that are to be used. Methodologies, both quantitative and qualitative. I am not short of any kind of data that I could pull to actually show what outcomes we're looking at, but the qualitative piece is what's the most important. Surveying students and getting their real-time feedback, holding faculty panels and finding out what I can do to better support them in their education of these students, and then reviewing the coursework against the actual course outlines and syllabus to make sure that the actual outcomes match what we're looking for these students to retain at the end of each course. Now, significance here, look, the benefits of the campus is simple. It grows the population, it grows the brand of that school to where more students are going to refer other students to that school. And again, overall, you can add more programs with a successful campus and become more profitable of an institution. The benefits to the students, look, better quality of learning means that they're better prepared for placement in their job or in their career. Becoming more accustomed to online learning also helps them be a more well-rounded employee because technology is everywhere, and when you're able to learn and navigate more efficiently online, you're able to become a better and more technologically savvy employee. And then greater success in online allows for a better student life balance, which means they don't have to go to class 5 days a week. and they can actually save money at the same time, be able to do more things with their life and have that balance. Lot of information to look at. Really excited to dig into this DSP and looking forward to sharing that with all of you. Thank you very much.